Okay, so Colin Kaepernick is back in the news again, and a lot of controversy surrounding him, and he's not one that shies away from controversy. Um, Kaepernick apparently has pissed a lot of people off with the way he's going about his workout session with the NFL. Um, and I want to say this because it's important to say Kaepernick just may not want to be in the NFL anymore. And I liken it unto a relationship when you're with a woman and she leaves and you want her back, but she stay away too long, and then when she finally comes back, you're just not that interested in her no more. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like it's possible that Kaepernick has stayed away since 2016, and maybe he just lost his drive. Maybe he just lost his motivation. Because football is a demanding sport, and you have to be physically and, more importantly, mentally prepared. You have to be 100%. I heard a football player saying, he said one time, and I'm going to paraphrase this, but he said something along the lines of, football is a sport that the moment you feel like you can't give it your all, it's time to retire. And that's how I feel about this situation. It could be one of those things where, listen, people support Colin Kaepernick. Not everybody, but you do have a lot of people, especially in the black community, that supports Colin Kaepernick. And sometimes, and I've been in this situation before in my life, where you may have someone that is advocating for you, supporting you, and they're trying to get someone to I guess help you out or help level you up or upgrade you. But you might not be all that interested in what they're trying to give you or what they're trying to provide you. And this could be a situation where the fans were demanding that Kaepernick returns to the NFL, or that the NFL allows Kaepernick to return to the NFL. And it could be a case where Kaepernick just isn't really that interested in the NFL anymore. And people just don't know it. Because maybe Kaepernick does not know how to say it. So I'll say it for him. Because everything indicates that Kaepernick is not that interested anymore. All signs point to that. There was a report, this comes from Bleacher Report. It says, Jay-Z is unhappy with how Colin Kaepernick handled NFL workout. It says Jay-Z, who reportedly pressured NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to host a workout for Colin Kaepernick, is unhappy that the quarterback spurned the league's event for one of his own in Atlanta on Saturday. TMZ reports. This is from TMZ Sports. TMZ Sports reported the rapper and mogul feels Kaepernick turned a legitimate workout into a publicity stunt. According to the report, Jay-Z believes the NFL was being genuine in giving Kaepernick the opportunity. Key word there, genuine. Now, I question that. Genuine. Like, how genuine were they being? Was this just the NFL saying, hey, let's work them out and, to keep the people from running their mouth? Because I'm sure they felt it. Jay-Z felt it. He felt the backlash of signing with the NFL. And sometimes you just want to get that stink off of your organization. If you are a businessman, you don't want that kind of stink on your organization. Not that they, really care about what black people think. They could care less. It's not their problem. However, this was an opportunity for the NFL to finally say, hey, give Kaepernick a damn workout. So just so we can say that we were on the right side of history here. But it says, continuing on with the report, Kaepernick held his own workout, which was live streamed and open to the media after his representatives and the NFL could not agree on a number of issues related to the event. While there were 25 teams scheduled to be at the NFL-hosted workout, only 8 were in attendance for Kaepernick's. That was according to agent Jeff Nelly. Now, someone made a joke that the 8 teams that were there were the XFL teams. But anyway, all jokes aside, it sounds to me like Kaepernick has lost it, meaning he's lost his passion for football. And being away for 2 to 3 years will do that to you. You don't have to go do these crazy, insane workouts. You don't have to report to practice. Football is a sport, man. You stay out of it for too long, man. You're just not that interested anymore. Like I said before, I keep saying this. Everyone keeps overlooking this because I'm looking online and I see a lot of comments, people, trashing Kaepernick right now. And I'm not taking up for him. If he's not interested in returning to the NFL, I wish he had have just told the people, look, chill out. I'm not tripping off the NFL like that. That would have been better. However, he's in a situation now where he could actually make his supporters and the people that have been backing him and advocating for him, he's making those people look kind of stupid. Because the first thing these racist jackasses are going to say is, see, you got your boy Kaepernick. The NFL, they tried to give him a workout and he didn't even perform. Or he came up with some BS. And you're going to have to say, well, he did that. And you're going to have egg on your face. We're all going to have egg on our face because of this. And not to mention, you got Madman Stephen A. Smith, who can't wait to coon every time he get a chance. Right? He's already jumping down Kaepernick's throat. Excuse me for laughing at the microphone. But Stephen A., he couldn't even wait for first take on Monday to jump out the window and to talk trash about Kaepernick, because that's what Stephen A. Smith do. He want to make sure that he's in good with the NFL. I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. Because you see what happened to Jamel Hill and Michael Smith? You see what happened to those two. So Stephen A's like, let me get out here and put my tap dancing shoes on as quick as possible. He was looking for that opportunity as far as this Kaepernick situation was concerned. And he got it. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play this clip right quick of Stephen A.
3 hours before the workout because of some issue with a liability waiver. Colin Kaepernick wants to change the venue. Colin Kaepernick wants his own receivers. Colin Kaepernick wants to video things himself. Colin Kaepernick wants the media. This Colin Kaepernick, media can't find him. He ain't done no interviews. He ain't talked to nobody. Media can't find him, but he wants to do anything. He wants the media available now. You see, he don't want to play. wants to be a martyr. But guess what? It ain't working this time. All of us believe that Colin Kaepernick would have showed out. And if he had showed out, I'm here to tell you, I believe he would have had a job inside of 2 weeks. But it didn't happen because he didn't show. He wanted to show up to a high school in Georgia. Not an NFL facility, a high school. And then YouTube it live. Like the average Joe out there gets to decide if he's on the NFL roster. You don't want to work. You just want to make noise. And you want to control the narrative. It's over. Colin Kaepernick's aspiration in the NFL. For an NFL career. It's over. Talk to y'all Monday on First Take.
Yeah, so that's Stephen A. being extra dramatic like he loves to be, because that's what he does and that's what he does best. Okay? So like I said, this gives the Stephen A. Smiths of the world a chance to say, see, I told y'all. But that's not the point. What's being overlooked and overshadowed is what Kaepernick was kneeling for. And all Kaepernick did, I hate to admit it, all he did was give them a reason to say, see, it was never about Trayvon Martin and Eric Gardner, and it had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with police brutality and police shooting unarmed black men. It had nothing to do with that. Kaepernick is selfish. He's nothing but a liberal plant. And I bet Hillary Clinton sent him to go kneel and disrespect the American flag. Colin Kaepernick just gave these racist jackasses another out. And they're going to use it and they're going to pounce on it. Guarantee you that. Listen to the Victor J. Morrow Show. Okay, so the number one supporter of white supremacy is back at it again. Yes. The KKK's favorite black woman in all of America, Candace Owens, is back at it again. And she's back at it with the claim that Barack Obama is the reason for racism. If you don't believe me, I know that sounds crazy, right? But we live in a crazy society, and pretty much anything is possible. I'm waiting for the day that someone shows me a clip or sends me a clip from Fox News where they say black people weren't actually slaves, that black people enslaved white people from the 1400s up to now. I'm waiting for the day that actually happens. Jim Crow laws didn't really exist. The civil rights movement didn't really exist. There's already this guy that's got a documentary about Trayvon Martin. I guess that was a hoax. He's claiming that was a hoax. Rodney King didn't really get beat. I'm just waiting for the day because it's coming. Donald Trump Jr. has already claimed that, or he made the statement that slavery wasn't really that bad, that at least black people had jobs. Yeah. So let's get into the clip. This is from TYT, the Young Turks, if you don't know who they are. Some people may or may not be a fan of them, but I couldn't find the original clip, so I had to go to YouTube and get it from TYT. This is Candace Owens making the claim that Barack Obama is the reason for modern day racism. Just check this out. You won't believe your ears.
Who came before Trump?
Right, it was Obama, and Obama did a lot to tear this country apart. I do not remember when I was growing up having all of these race issues, okay? I really don't remember it. And then suddenly, towards the end of Obama, we started hearing all of this rhetoric drummed up. It became white versus black all over again. And I say all over again, I shouldn't even say that because when I was alive, this was not an issue.
Okay, yeah. And Anna was about to report on that. But, yeah, that was Candace Owens saying that when Obama was in there, that's when all this race versus race stuff happened. Like Obama caused police brutality. And I'm not even an Obama supporter. Y'all don't know how much I hate this. I hate having to defend Barack Obama. I hate having to defend any politician. Because they're all crooks, they're all criminals. All of them. Damn near all of them, because you can't make it that far without getting your hands dirty. People literally say we just picked the lesser of two evils. With that statement, you're admitting that they're all evil. But Candace Owens is making the claim that Barack Obama caused this so-called racial divide in America. When Obama was first elected president, they were calling him nigger, monkey. They called his wife a transgender, said she was a male. And the list goes on and on. There was some idiots that got arrested for trying to, or at least they had a plan to kill Obama. They were going to go to the White House and kill Obama. And they made all these racial, they put up all these racial slurs and so Candace Owens is cooning away, tap dancing away, and she has been hired, I believe, by neocon conservatives or you would say far-right propagandists to be the black face on white supremacy. And they've been clamoring for that. They wanted that for so long. And Kanye West is another one. He's running around telling people the Republican Party is the party of Abraham Lincoln and he freed the slaves. He doesn't know history. He's admitted that. Because he would know, if he did know history, he would know that everything flipped at a certain point. And those so-called freedom-loving Republicans flipped. Okay? Now what you have is a bunch of gun-toting, tobacco-chewing, alt-right police defending, even when police are in the wrong, and there's a lot of police brutality in America. Those I support the police no matter what they do. That's what you have now in the Republican Party. Flat out racist. Trump became the president of the United States because he said those people that are coming over the border are a bunch of rapists and murderers. That's how he got his movement started. But Candace Owens, let her tell it, is all about Obama. Obama caused racism, according to her. Now, I wrote in the Moral Report about Candace Owens in this situation. And I think it's at the top of my headlines here. See if I can pull it up. The title of the article is Candace Owens claims Obama created racism in America. And this is what I wrote up. I put the worst black person with a voice in modern day history just might be Candace Owens. If you already know who Candace Owens is, then you would know she is a sellout white supremacist and an apologist for white nationalist terrorists. Owens has turned the idea of cooning or selling out into an art form. No one knows how to explain to black people that white nationalism should be accepted the way that Candace Owens does it. Recently, Owens took her selling out to another level, appearing on Laura Ingram's show on Fox News. Owens made the claim that former U.S. President Barack Obama is the cause for racism in America. Owens claimed she does not remember witnessing racism in her past or in her youth. Believe it or not, this is the same rhetoric that the KKK and white nationalists across America have been spewing online. Also went on to write, when Trayvon Martin died at the hands of George Zimmerman, conservatives all across America blamed Obama for the racial tensions that followed in the aftermath of Zimmerman being found not guilty after stalking and killing Trayvon Martin. Somehow, conservatives managed to make it Obama's fault. Candace Owens, being the ultimate opportunist and biggest bedwench in modern day America, has put all of the racism in America on the back of Barack Obama. Continuing on, it says, so I guess she is going to ignore that the NAACP helped her after she was, she was threatened. I'm sorry, I just lost the link here. After racists threatened to kill her in her hometown in Stamford, Connecticut. Trying to bring the link back up here. Here we go. It says, this is a quote from Candace Owens. Candace Owens made a statement when these racist people, I believe she was in, what was she, in high school? I believe she was in high school at the time. Some racist ass people were threatening to kill her and calling her all kinds of names and, just being what they are. But this is what Candace Owens said back then. Now, this is totally different from what she's saying now. Listen to what she said back then. They started off by telling me that they were going to kill me just because I was black. That's what Owens wrote in a letter that detailed, damn, this link keeps going down. Said that's what Owens wrote in a letter that detailed the incident in 2016. They warned me that if they found me at home, they were going to unload a bullet into the back of my head. They cited other niggers who had died before me, like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. They threatened to tar and feather my family. How much money did these alt-right white nationalists pay Candace Owens to lie and say that racism is not a problem in America? And if it is a problem, it's because of Barack Obama. I wonder how much money did they pay her? Because that's totally different from what she said back in 2016. For a person that has experienced racism her damn self to now spew these lies out like this, it's sickening and it's saddening. But as I said before, this is the world we live in now. It's unfortunate, but you have people like this out here, okay? She is most definitely an operative, an agent of some kind there's something going on here. One day it's going to come out. I remember some years ago it came out that Al Sharpton was an agent, or he was an FBI informant. That came out. I think it was 2014 when that came out. This woman, Candace Owens, stays on Fox News. She's always going on Fox News, especially Laura Ingraham just loves her. Laura Ingraham, if you don't know who Laura Ingraham is, and I'm talking to my black folk out there, because a lot of black folk don't be paying attention to Fox News. Laura Ingraham is the woman that told LeBron James to shut up and dribble. She's also the one that laughed at Nipsey Hussle when he died, because he was in a song called Fuck Donald Trump. He was just featured in the song, but you know. Anyway, Candace Owens is definitely and oh, by the way, I want to say this before I get off this subject. Kanye West is the one that introduced Candace Owens to the world. And I say introduced because she was not that popular before Kanye West gave her the okay. So if you want to know why I am just completely, I can't stand Kanye. You know, I used to enjoy his music, back when he was better as a producer. Now he just sucks. But besides that, Kanye is doing a hell of a job cooning. Just cooning. It's sad, man. This is where we are. This is where we are. But Kanye West put Candace Owens in front of the world. He backed her. He said he really likes her. He likes what she has to say. And I want to say this too. I've heard even independent media, white people, and I've gotten all kinds of hate messages whenever I discuss Candace Owens. Let me tell you something. For all the white people that want to tell me that I should listen to Candace Owens, you can kiss my ass. I don't need you to tell me about racism in America and what's going on with black people in America. I think I'm black enough. Kiss my ass. Candace Owens does not speak for black America, no matter how much you try to make her do it. And let me say this too about Candace Owens. And I know you listen to my show, Candace Owens, so I'm talking directly to you. You are just another bed wench that they're going to kick to the side when they're finished with you. If you don't believe me, ask Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash was in your position. She was in your position. And when Fox News had no more use for her, they got rid of her and they kicked her to the curb. And now you see where she's at. And nobody's checking for her. Nobody's supporting her. Nobody's saying, hey, Stacey, let's help you out. No. Nope. She was the commanding coon in chief before you, Candace. And look at what happened to her. Oh, but you don't believe it can happen to you, right? Because there's no racism in America. There's no white nationalists. Just wait. When they're done with you. You know what? I believe this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to go out on a limb here. You know what I think? You know what I believe? I think they're using Candace Owens up until Trump is out of office. I think that when Trump leaves, they're going to kick Candace Owens' ass to the curb because she won't be needed anymore. They had to have someone like Candace on there to kind of like, tone it down some, or to have that black face there, because the Republican Party looks very racist right now, right? With all the, and you had Trump supporters at his rallies while he was campaigning saying, white power. They were screaming white power. There were people screaming white power at his events. The KKK donated to his campaign. These are things that you should already know already. Okay. Now, Candace Owens, what she does is she's the token Negro, the token nigger, the bed wench in chief, who's there to say, no, racism is not a problem in America, and black people, you're the real problem. None of this would have happened if Obama wasn't elected. That's her job. That's her script. But here's what I think. I think that this is short-lived. I think that this is only for Trump and his term. Now, we're going to see, and we're going to find out shortly, because 2020 is right around the corner. But Candace Owens, if you're listening, I know you probably are, because you listen to everything with your name on it. Trust me, I know. I have ways of knowing who's listening to my show. You'd be surprised. And I know you heard me curse you out in the past. But Candace Owens, don't let them continue to destroy you, because you're going to be destroyed. That money ain't worth it. And you probably done spent it already with your stupid ass. You're only there until they don't need you anymore. And after you're done, you'll just be another nigger. Trust me on that one.